What is up, guys? We're in the new apartment. My name is Forrest. I invest in stuff. You should too. We're gonna do a trade review of, what is this, Monday, February 27th. Really good trade. I was in New York for a few days, so I didn't trade since the Wednesday prior, right, which was February 22nd. Came back, had an amazing win on Monday. So I want to talk about that setup, how you can find trades like that. This was actually an overnight pre-market trade that I got in around 10:20 p.m. on Sunday, and then woke up Monday to some awesome green on NQ. Right, so I charted on ES. It's a technical setup, took 2 NQ, and woke up to some serious profits. Here, go ahead and subscribe. I'm a day trader. I primarily trade futures. So I started out really just slinging options, a lot of options. Right now I do futures in Apex Trader Funding. I have a few what they call performance accounts. Those are really funded accounts. And yeah, I just vlog my life, trading journey, really focused on teaching and helping people. I have a Discord where myself and a few other traders post everything there. Not selling anything, everything is for free. I went through that cycle of trying to do that. Everything is free right now, guys. Eventually, once I think there's more people and I know what it is that people actually need and how I can be a service to everybody, or if things just get too big and I need to make like a $10 barrier to entry or something, I'll do that. But right now, everything's just free. You can join for free, post everything for free. And really what the community is for me is an opportunity to teach and keep myself accountable, right? So it makes me a better trader. So like, I just make more money by helping people, honestly. I know that seems counterintuitive. I think a lot of people wonder like, why would successful traders waste time teaching people? But it's just like teaching anything else, martial arts, skills, any other game, right? When you teach, you do better. And in my case, doing better means I make more money. When you make money, I make money. It's a win-win. Long tangent, but yeah, go ahead, hit subscribe, join it, and let's talk about this trade. So I want to go back to what the chart actually looked like coming off the weekend. So we're going to hit the replay button and let's go to Sunday. So this was the setup coming in over the weekend. What is this pane here? Wait, no, I do not want to exit this mode. This is fine. And how do I change the auto? Why is it doing this to me? I haven't had to change this in a while. Okay, anyways, sorry, trading view is being weird. This was the chart setup that I was looking at coming in from New York on Sunday. If we go to the 1 hour, it looks like this. If we go to the 2 hour, it looks like this. So we basically have a really poorly formed, almost like megaphone triangle that's forming here, right? And roughly, this is roughly, because it's technical analysis, and we'll use our brush for this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 touches. So what am I thinking? I'm looking at this and I'm saying, here's where we are in price action. We're here, right? Here's where we are right here. If I look out, what is a nearby target? And this is how I think about trading, guys. I'm not just saying shit. I literally think, what is a nearby target? We just scooped this liquidity that was here. I don't have the volume profile on, so we don't know how big this volume node is, but we obviously just scooped it, right? There's some more volume down here. At this level, we just took this out. There's some resistance probably nearby, which coincides kind of with where we bounced here, right? So if we look at this, there's a rejection here, some call it downward wedging forming here, right? We bounced off it and we're up here. So I'm thinking, okay, we just had some serious red. The odds of us just selling off are pretty low. So I'm thinking we're gonna return this triangle. And that's it, that was the trade. Or I'm thinking we're gonna return in general and fill in this triangle. So I took the trade, I went long on NQ here. NQ, very similar setup, but took 2 NQ here, just looking for this triangle to form and also thinking about where there's gonna be a ton of liquidity. Seeing how there's all of this kind of, this isn't really flat, guys, by the way, right? This whole price area where we have all this congestion, all of these rejections here, that what I'm calling the base of this triangle here, you can see it's not flat. We actually punctured it pretty deeply here. It's gonna take experience to like get used to looking at these things and still calling it a shape, but that's what I was looking for. So if we hit play here, we'll let this play out. And we know how it plays out, right? It's gonna go up because I had a crazy trade. You'll actually see here that I think I almost got shook out at some point. Let's see. All right, let's go to the 15. That's a 2 hour, so can't really see where I almost got shook out. So let's go back to replay. Yes, that's not what I want. And let's replay it on the, wait, here's Sunday. Let's play it on the 5 minute. So this is what this looks like on the 5 minute. So this is gonna be a much better replay of how it's gonna feel, right? When you play it on the longer time frames, 2 hours flies by real quick, right? Hitting a replay on the 5 minute, we're gonna feel those ups and downs more. And I could even do it on the 3 minute, but I don't want the replay to be that long. So we'll hit play, we'll remove this. So look where we are, right? There's all this volatility and it's replaying out. Let's just go to 3x speed here. Comes up, take this out. And again, my thesis is for us to go way, 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 way up here, right? So here is where things get iffy as a novice trader, right? You get in, around here, you're immediately green. We come down, we're retesting this price area, and you have to trust that we're gonna bounce off of here. So I actually built into my position here, pyramided here. We went back, assuming I got in here, right? I went green, red, now I'm definitely green. Overnight, it's playing out, and we're gonna let this go until about 8:30. So this is 8:45. I got out before the open. I think I got out around, it wasn't that crazy. I got out around 8:20, right? So I had a trade from about here to here, right? If we look at NQ, and let's look at that same time frame, Sunday to Monday, right? It was from about here to here, 81 points. It was 90 points. That's what I posted in Discord. So that's it on NQ. I was looking at ES though. I was obviously watching my trade on EQ, but that was that trade. So it played out very, very well. Now we're back to normal price action, by the way. So that's that trade, solid trade. Let's talk about that shakeout that we saw there. And I want to sit down for this. A lot of you guys, oh man, guys, I'm tired. Whew. It is almost 10 o'clock. So let's really dig into this, guys, because so many of you would get shaken out in this area. So the power of trading on the longer time frames is you have to really be patient, right? And you have to trust the setups that you're seeing. The market doesn't go in a straight line, right? The market doesn't just go like this, right? We can actually see what the market did. It went like this, and this, and then this, right? This looks like, you know, a lot of the graphs that we see in like books, right? It's like the up, down, but you see there's even extra volatility in there, right? That's how the market works. So many people say, I had a good entry here, right? Say this is my entry. We're green, we come down. In this case, you'd still be a little bit green, but let's just say, let's do a better example. Say you get in here, right? Not a bad entry for the thesis, because the thesis is that we're gonna end up way over here, right? So pretty solid trade. You're green, or immediately you're red, right here, and then it comes up to here, you're green again, then you're red, right? Definitely red down here. And then there's the big move. And there's a few ways you could interpret that. One, you can build into your position, right? If the thesis is the same, structure is the same, right? We didn't break, we didn't put any new lows here, right? So I actually just built into my position. That's one thing you can do. Another thing is you might look at this and say, okay, how could I have identified getting in later? In my opinion, I couldn't really, right? So I trusted my trade. I got in at what seemed right at the time, and then I just built into my position. I wasn't doubling down on a losing trade by any means. I got in, the thesis was the same, structure didn't break. So I pyramided into a winning position, or what was a winning trade, right? Which is very, very different than doubling down on a losing trade, or when the market very clearly paints a picture that is against your thesis, right? It takes a lot of practice and experience, and I want you to really listen to what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. If the structure breaks your thesis, you have to get out. If there is a quick pullback in the direction of your move, well, then you can pyramid in. You can play both sides, right? I could have took profits here, sold, got back in again. I didn't. What I did is took my butt to sleep, right? So there's a few options of what you can do and how you can do it. And someone is calling me right now. Hold up. What's up?
Hello?
Let me call you. Can I call you back at 5? I'm in the middle of a YouTube video.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, bye-bye. Is this still recording? What was I saying? So yeah, trust what you're seeing. If you ever feel hopeful in a position, right? You should never feel hopeful in a position. If you enter a trade and you're like, man, I hope this goes my way, just get out, just sell, you know, even if it does. I actually had a trade today where the structure broke a little bit. I didn't trust it. I got out. And then almost 10 minutes later, the market went in my direction. My thesis played out exactly how I thought it would. And that's okay. That is okay. There was a divergence in ES and NQ, and I got spoofed by that divergence. But you don't lose money that you don't risk, guys. And that's so important for you to understand. You don't need to get every single bar, right? Every single wick, every single reversal, every single small pivot, right? Every single retracement. You don't need to, right? You just need to find the setups that are very, very easy and simple to read and get in on those trades. One of the biggest things that I see, and that I certainly did as a trader, is I see people trying to read every single bar. Like literally, they'll be watching the 3-minute time frame, a bar prints, right? And it's up here, there's a big wick. And they're like, oh crap, it's a reversal. Is this this? Like, oh my God, big move. And they're spamming and spamming. And it's like, they literally just can't not type, just watch the market, wait for 15 bars to print, and then think something about it, right? Wait for a consecutive series amount of bars to print, candlesticks, that's what I'm talking about, by the way, and then come up with a thesis. Everybody's like, I gotta analyze it now, and 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 now. Just stop, guys. Take a break, take a breath, right? You only need 1 or 2 trades a day anyways. Make $4 grand on that trade, or right under $4 grand across a few accounts, right? And I guarantee you, all the people who are doing all these little trades either lost money or made less money than that, right? You don't need to be doing a ton of trades every day. Same with today, right? Today I had a trade. So after I got shooken out, I saw it went my way. So I got in on the momentum, right? There was a huge volume print, which is different than chasing, right? So there's a huge increase in volume on a sell-off. So I'm like, okay, we're also at a top pivot, right, the extended side of a range, rejected off of that level finally with a huge increase in volume. So I'm like, all right, we're probably gonna return to the other side. So I got in, right? My entry was worse, significantly worse than before, and I still had a really green trade. That's trading, right? That was a really high confirmation trade in that case. It is what it is. I only had, I think, 2 trades today, you know? Really good day. So be patient. In general, use less indicators. You know, this is me thinking about all the mistakes that people make that I see right now. Use less indicators. You know, just look at volume, study volume, look at technicals like pennants and flags and things like that. And whatever you're trading, I trade index futures for now, and I'm trying to understand the setups in the charts that I look at all the time. Yeah, literally just looking at that data set. So that's really it for this review. Subscribe, join Discord, and hope to see you there. Peace.